Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 3 gang, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. Part 3 gang, y'all. Let's get it. Like, share, subscribe this, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Man, that joke was crazy. He was over there spitting. Yo, same, ma. I mean, doing this thing. Next thing you know, you just heard New York say, "Hey, Thomas, yo, come here, son. Let me holler at you, son. It's important, son. It's important, son." I want to say, he was like, Thomas was like, "Yo, hold on, son." New York was like, "Oh, this is important, son. It's important." He was like, "Kush, kush, kush." He dipped off like that. Kush, 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 kush. He hit the steps. He get upstairs. They disappear in the cell. When he went in the cell, the dude from New York, roommate, come down the steps and start talking to the lady. So they in the cell, you know what I mean? So he talking to her for a minute. So I guess when they was talking, I don't know what New York and Thomas, the other dude from New York, both of them New York, y'all. Please stick with me on this one. But I don't know what they was talking about. They was in there for a minute talking. Now, as they was talking, New York roommate is down there talking to the lady, his girl. He's talking to her. She talked for a minute and she dip out. When she dip out, New York roommate shoot to somebody's cell downstairs. I don't know what cell he went to, but as they came out, New York, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know if he was super smacked off the la-la. I don't know. But when they came out the cell, he was like, he looked straight to where she was at. He was like, when he saw she was gone, he was like, "Hey, yo, son, what kind of backbiting move is that, son?" He was like, "Yo, what you talking?" Dude, New York was like, "Yo, what you talking about?" He was like, "Yo, let me holler at you in the room, son." So they go back in New York cell. They go back in the room. Man, this is my word. If y'all ain't never heard two New York dudes argue super loud, man, this was crazy right here, man. Word, I'm sitting downstairs. They cell is up. That's all you heard was, "Nah, son, you wrong, son. Nah, son, it's not right and exact, son. You can't be doing that, son. Nah, hey, look, son. Yo, that's not right and exact, son. Knowledge born, kid." Nah, they ain't say that, but like, "Yo, son." They kept snapping out, yo, this did that, son. I'm talking, they loud. They like, next thing you know, you see dude roommate come out. The dude from New York, his roommate come out. He hit him arguing. He like, "I ain't going up there, man." Because he probably already know what it's about. He like, "Yo, my roommate probably try to check him and let him know, like, yo, bro, stop hollering at old girl, bro. That's already our situation." You know what I mean? But New York is a maniac. He's a maniac and not in hibernation. Remember I told y'all I'm in hibernation. He wasn't, y'all. So boom, he's just a psycho. Man, I promise you, they arguing loud. His roommate don't even go up there and try to alleviate the situation. He go dip off somebody else's cell. So they still get into it. They still arguing. Next thing you know, you just say, boom! Somebody was hitting the door like, they was rumbling super hard. Everybody like, so you see everybody like, yo, they homeboys, man. Everybody just letting it go. So they were rumbling for a minute. You look up, New York did the same routine. New York dip, came out the cell, boom, ran down to his cell. I was looking at New York like, so when everybody see that dude was like, yo, they called the dude who be getting the pat. He was like, "Yo, go check on your roommate. Man, he finally come out. So he finally come out the cell. He was like, "What's wrong?" He was like, "Man, go check on your roommate, man. New York just dipped back to his cell." I was like, "For real?" Like, "Yeah." So he go up the steps. He get up the steps. He walk in this door. I can't tell the reaction, but he had a dude with him. Then, like I said, another dude coming. So they come. It's like, "Yo, you all right?" So I guess something was wrong with bro. So I still don't know what's going on. So they in that jump for a minute. Man, That's my word. They in that jump for a minute. So everybody like, man, that's crazy. So now they was in there so long, like dudes that went in there and checked. I wasn't gonna look. I ain't want to go nowhere near that joint because it was looking like the lady pimped the joint. You know what I mean? But still though, I don't know if I was right about that or not. You know what I mean? But I won't go nowhere near that joint. So, but I see everybody going. So now everybody starting to be like, "Yo, it's my word, Thomas, this thrash New York." Everybody like, "Yo, Thomas, this thrash New York." Man, they like, "What?" I was like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, bro. Like, man, that's word. He got a big, like, a gash right here, bro. Like, he did him dirty." I'm like, "Man, stop playing, dude. New York 3-0 in this joint, y'all." So boom, remind me to not fight this guy, man. Then I put a Floyd Mayweather in our block. This is crazy, man. But they say, yo, New York got a big scratch right here. I was like, man, that junk crazy, man. So everybody trying to get New York right, you know what I mean? A couple of red team members went up there, back on him. Everybody was trying to see if he was straight, you know what I mean? But they trying to see the jump was a one-on-one, and plus everybody don't know what's going on. So somebody finally went to go holler at Thomas. So Thomas come out. He come out. He went to go get him some ice. He downstairs. He was like, yo, son, like, I ain't want to fight him, son. Like, yo, that's my son right there. That's my son. He did some old backbiting stuff, son. Like, you trying to tell me I'm wrong, son? Like, I ain't wrong, kid. Like, you know what I mean? That's my word. He tried to explain, dude, like, yo, man, like, he kind of messed up there. He like, yo, look, I ain't, you know, we fought. That's what happens when you fight. That's what happens when you fight. Somebody was like, yo, look like he might got to go to medical. So that's when I was like, man, I got to go be nosy, man. Forget this. So my homeboy cell, like, I got to go that way to get to my homeboy cell. Now, I could take the long way and miss the action, but no, I want to see what's going on. So I take that way. I walked straight from my cell, walked past Thomas' cell, got to the cell where they was fighting at, looked, made the left. But when I looked, I seen New York in the mirror. He was in the mirror. He had a towel, and the towel was like bloody. It was super bloody on the towel. He just kept like put the towel right here. I couldn't see his scar, but I seen that towel. He was like, that's how he was in the mirror. He was like, I promise y'all, man, he took the bad end on that fight, y'all. So boom. It's crazy, man. But this man is whooping butt and not taking names, man. So everybody like to jump crazy. So like, I guess like, you know what I mean? I don't know what it was, man. I don't know what it was, man. Like, but I ain't never seen him go this hard. You know, I don't know what was going on. But like the dude, Thomas, like he ain't joining around. That's what it looked like. He not toying around. So everybody trying to get him right. Everybody trying to get him right, man. So it was about to be locked down. You know what I mean? So lockdown, they about to lock us down. We locking down. So they locking us down. The lady that's the cool lady, she ended up going in the booth. And then it was the dude that came. They always got to have two people to count. So it was our floor officer, then I guess they sent somebody else. So it was them counting. It was two dudes counting. So we in the cell. Like, I'm thinking everything straight. They come through and counting the bottom tier. After they finish counting the bottom tier, they come through and do the top tier. So they start from our end. So they come from our end, then they go up where Thomas and them sleep at. Then the New York dude, man, they get to the New York dude's cell. This is my word. The dude that don't even work out building, he stopped. He was like, yo, come here. That's all you heard was come here. And that's what made me get up to go to the door and look. I look. I'm like, oh, I know they had whatchamacallit door. I know they had the New York dude door. CO like, yo, come here. He said, what happened to your face? What happened to your face? The CO was like, man, come on, man. We got to finish. He was like, nah, look at his face, man. I seen this other CO dude double backing. They both look. He was like, all right. So they do count. They went on a dip. They dip. So everybody like, yo, everybody calling New York. Hey, you good? So that might be going to the hole, son. Might be going to the hole, son. It's my word. I'm like, oh, it's crazy. So after they counted, as soon as they finished counting, they coming in. Boom, they come in the joint. They go straight up the steps again. They go straight to his cell. Straight to his cell. They pull him out. They take him downstairs. They talking to him. What happened? He don't want to say nothing. Next thing you know, they took him out. They come in to pack his stuff up. New York was gone, man. It's my word. New York was gone. I was like, yo, it's crazy right here, man. I was like, man, this is wild right here, man. I was like, yo, the dude, he got rid of the only other dude from New York. Like, I was like, what do you want to be like the head New York dude in charge? Like, what is going on here, man? This is crazy, man. But New York is out of here, man. New York was in the pod before I got in the pod. That job was crazy, man. But he's out of here, man. So now the dude Thomas, like, he got away with another one. You know what I mean? So they packed this stuff up, and we came out from we supposed to be coming out after count. So when we came out, everybody was talking about it. You know what I mean? I see Thomas standing on his own too, though. Like, if the red team push, he gonna handle it. Like, if anybody else upset, he gonna handle it. Like, that's how he was feeling. That's how he was feeling, man. But when I looked and I seen him not talking to nobody that probably looked like they had a problem, I seen he was talking to New York roommate. That's what he was talking to. They was standing like in the corner of the tier, like by themselves, like they was like in the corner because the jump got to turn, like the railing got to. So they like at the triangle part of the railing. So they like right there, like they having a one-on-one. You see New York, you see Thomas. He like, he explaining something. You know what I mean? So see the dude that's getting the pack. He like he listening. You know what I mean? So that was that. He finished that conversation. He dipped downstairs. So he was down here a minute, you know what I mean? So he was downstairs. So everybody was in the joint, man. Everybody was like, yo, he was sitting at the table. And dudes just wanted to ask him, like, yo, man, why you get rid of New York, man? Why you run with New York, man? He was like, yo, New York violated. That's my son. But he violated. Anybody violate, that's what it is. So, like, it was like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, being on Lawrenceville, I felt like what he was doing, like getting into those fights with dudes and like scraping all of them, like no competition, like type of stuff. Like even though he was doing it, I still felt like me and him didn't have a problem. Like I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Like I felt like that was their problem. Like I kind of saw what he was doing, and I just didn't know if it was gonna work, if I was right. Like, but I kind of saw what he was up to a little bit, man. But like he didn't play, man. You know what I mean? So like he did that junk, man. Got bro to go to the hole, and that was that. So the lady come in and do a round. When she come in and do a round, she came in from the top tier. And I think she did this just to duck him. So when she come in from the top tier, she got to her boyfriend quicker because his cell is right around the corner. So she's standing over there talking to him. So I guess they talking about how, you know what I mean, New York went to the bank. So I don't know if bro explaining to the cops, which is his girl, which he probably did over the cell phone, exactly what happened. Like she's just sitting there, she's just getting all the information. She's listening. You know what I mean? She's listening. So bro holler at her. She dip off. She finish her round the top tier. She passed my cell. She come back up. She go down the steps. As soon as she come down the steps, New York, Thomas was right there. Thomas was waiting on her right there at the edge of the steps. So when she walked by, Thomas was like, yo, ma, yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, ma? She turned around like, and just kept walking. Word, bro came behind her. Bro start stepping behind her. She get to the door. She hit the button. He get to her. He like, yo, I couldn't hear what he was saying, but yo, all I heard was yo. She was like, yo, you need to back up. That's what you need to do. You need to back up. Because since you've been in this pod, you've been nothing but trouble. That's what you've been. Since you've been in this pod, you've been nothing. He was like, he made a face like, what, ma? That's what it looked like, y'all. So boom, I promise you, he was like, she was like, you've been nothing but trouble since you've been in this pod. He was like, how? Nah, you got me mixed up, ma. I ain't did nothing. She was like, oh, you ain't did nothing, huh? I bet you ain't do nothing. The door opened up. She was like, yeah, I bet you. He was like, yo, ma, that joint closing his face. Boom. He was like, he turned around. He looked upstairs. He was like, niggas was like, oh, man, like, yo, like, for real, this got to come to an end right here. Like, this has to come to an end. For real, like, I want on, like, everybody got to group up and team up, man, to take down Terminator New York dude, man. Like, but at the same time, man, he got to come to an end, y'all. So, boom. And the reason why I say that is because when I seen him look back from when that lady dissed him like that, I seen him look back. He looked straight up there at New York cell. And I already know he was looking at old boy. You know what I mean? Or he go up the steps. He skipped them jumps. He get up the steps. He go to dude door. They got the cut up. This word little dude, he be rocking with come to the door. He was, hey, where you at? He was like, hey, wait in there, tell him. He was like, I need to holler at him right quick, man. I need to holler at him right quick, son. Yeah, this ain't gonna take but a minute, son. Yeah, dude was like, so everybody dipped out and left him and the dude alone. So while they in there, another dude from Richmond that be buying, like I be buying and another dude be buying. Now, I didn't buy this time around because I just had some lala, but I'm gonna buy next time they strike. You know what I mean? So the dude from Richmond was like, yo, he was like, man, what's up with dude, man? I was like, yo, I don't know. I was like, man, but look, he can't fuck with such and such though. You know what I mean? Like dudes were like that. When I say that, another dude pull up. He was like, yeah, he can't. They're like, nah, like dude been keeping us afloat. Like, nah, we can't let it happen. You know what I mean? He was like, man, look, if he go in there and put his hands on him, bro, like we just going, you know what I mean? I'm saying about here, I started thinking like, man, this gonna be a riot, John. We going down for this if all us bank him. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is crazy right here. So we're like, man, look, we can't let them. So they in there talking. Like at first the conversation didn't get loud. It didn't get loud at all. So they was just in there talking. So New York come out the joint. So it didn't get violent. That's why I was glad, because I was like, man, if he did get violent, we was gonna have to go in there and scrape New York dumbass. New York come out the joint. When he come out the joint, he see all us. We won't at his door, but we was all by the steps. He come out the joint. He was like, he was like, start walking to his cell. You know what I mean? We like, so the dude from Richmond go up there, holler at the dude that be getting the pack. So he up there talking to him. You know what I mean? So they said, stand by for child. Stand by for child. Stand by. Y'all going first. So everybody talking to him. He come out the cell. So when he come out the cell, he got the look. He looked like a coward. I ain't even gonna lie. He kind of like looked like a coward. He looked like, yo, I don't want no problems with this dude. This dude done scraped 3 dudes. He done put hands on 3 dudes successfully. Like, I don't want no problems with New York for real. So he come out looking, he like, so dude talking to him. So I see the dude from Richmond. He like, hey, Weezy, hey, look, man. He said, dude told him, man, goddamn, he got a kick and he want that nigga bride, man. It's like, what? He was like, yeah. He was like, man, that man came in my cell and told me, man, he want what I got and he want the bride. And he need that junk by the night. I was like, by the night? This is diabolical, y'all. So boom. But enough is enough, man. Like, real talk, man. Like, this is crazy right here. I'm like, yo. So my question to him was, what did you tell him? He was like, I told him I ain't gonna be able to make it happen. Like, you know what I mean? He was like, yo, he told me straight up, and this was his exact words. I was like, what? He was like, yo, son, listen, you got to the night, son. You got to the night, son. Don't think too long, son. So I'm like, man, listen, man. I was like, yo, this is crazy, bro. He was like, man, shorty girl want me to try to get rid of him, but, you know, my celly gone, so, like, I don't, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, this is crazy right here. I'm like, yo, I can't be the one that sacrificed myself for all this madness. It can't be me, but something gotta happen, y'all. Something has to take place on this maniac. So, boom. Everybody putting their brains together. Everybody brainstorming over here. But the only person that don't know about this is Thomas maniac ass. And we don't need him to find out that everybody's like plotting against him. But like for real though, man, he just moved in our block. He's new to the block. And he's out of line the way he's doing his things. I mean, he's rumbling one-on-one. I know everybody from New York gonna be like, what he do wrong? What he did wrong is not knowing how the program is being ran where we was at, man. That's what he did wrong, man. So like for real though, he was kind of like wilding out too much, man. Like you can scrape, he ain't supposed to scrape the dude from New York. He scraped the dude from New York for no reason. And he scraped the dude before that for no reason. The first scrape was for a reason. You know what I mean? But all the other beatdowns, they was for no reason. So like, he was going too far with a lot of things, man. And like, he has to be stopped, man. You in Virginia, my guy. So we had to kind of like, you know what I mean? Team up like Voltron. That's the only thing it was going to take, man. We had to team up like Voltron to get rid of dude because he was a freaking T2 from New York, man. He was a real T2 from New York, man. So like, shit had to change, man. Shit had to change about how it was going to be. But we had to really let it know. We had to let dude know how we was going to carry it though, man. So like, I knew he kind of like, I can talk to him. Like me and him ain't had no problem, but I'm like, I'm going to holler at him before shit gets stupid. You know what I mean? So I'm going to say something to him. So I pull up on him, y'all. I'm like, look, bro. He like, what's up? I'm like, yo, look. I said, yo, niggas ain't gonna let you mess with dude, bro. I said, look, his celly, that shit don't matter. I was like, but him, niggas ain't gonna let you. He was like, yo, I want that nigga bitch, son. Like, I'm telling you, bro, like, that bitch want me, son. That bitch want me, son. He kept saying that bitch want me, son. Y'all excuse my language, but he said, yo, that bitch want me, son. Yo, that bitch want me, son. Yeah, like, I'm like, yo, listen, bro, she been rocking with bro for a minute, bro. Like, this, like, bro, you gotta fall back off that. He was like, I gotta fall. I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like, listen, man. I'm telling you, man, like, bro, this gonna be one you can't win. I said, because everybody in the pod rock with dude. I said, he a coward, but like, he keep the junk, you know what I mean? He was like, yo, I want that nigga bitch, son. He got back to that. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, you not gonna get his bride, bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro? He like, I'm saying like, yo, I'm saying what y'all niggas saying, though. Like, I'm like, bro, listen, we saying that, bro. If you don't freaking goddamn tighten up, bro, like, niggas gonna goddamn, you know what I mean? So as I'm saying that, the dude from Richmond pull up. Now, I wish he wouldn't have pulled up, but he pulled up. He like, yo, look, goddamn, look, shorty, we ain't going for that shit, shorty. Like, you gotta spare him. Like, we ain't got time for that shit, man. Niggas eating off him, bro. I was like, yeah, I respect that. We was like, yo, you gonna respect it for real, bro. Like, or you know what I mean? Like, cause if that nigga go down, bro, you gonna mess up a lot of stuff. So either you respect it, or you know, he was like, I respect it, man. Look, let's get something straight. Like, goddamn, y'all protecting that pussy ass nigga. Be like, look, bro, it ain't about protecting that pussy ass nigga, bro. This is about that's just the situation right now, my guy. He was like, man, all right. He dipped and went in his cell. So now everybody like, yo, I had enough of this dude, yo. We about to wreck this nigga, man. You know what I mean? We about to wreck this nigga, man. This nigga gotta fucking go, man. This is my word. He gotta fucking go, man. Nigga gotta fucking go. So everybody was just mad. Everybody was mad about this shit, man. Cause niggas like, I don't believe him, bro. He still gonna try something to do. You know what I mean? So we went and told dude, we was like, look, yo. He was like, man, look, that nigga pull back up on you again. Punch that nigga in his shit. I said, man, if y'all get the rumbling, we coming. We coming. Best believe that, man. I said, if y'all get the rumbling, we coming. So dude from Richmond like, damn right. That nigga say something to you, man. Punch that nigga in his shit, man. He was like I seen the dude thinking like, punch that nigga? Yeah, punch that nigga in his shit, y'all. So boom. So we gave bro the play, man. You know what I mean? Like, we all just didn't want to rush him and catch a sight in a ride jump. We had to make it look like, you know what I mean? Because I'm telling y'all, man, Lawrenceville, man, I'm chilling y'all. Like, my goon days are over with. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is all, like, thinking. This is all me thinking, like, strategizing. Like, my goon days are over with. Like, I'm a little older. I can't just be a goon. But still, though, bro violating, we got to handle this joint, man. So, we out the pod, man. My word, like, bro always go down and be talking to his homeboy. If he ain't upstairs by his door, He talking to his homeboy downstairs by the handicap, so he's sitting in the back joint. So the lady come in, she come straight and holler at him. You know what I mean? Make sure he's straight. She always checking on him, making sure he's straight. Holler at him. You know what I mean? So she dipped. So when she dipped, I guess Thomas was looking like, damn, you left, ain't he? You know what I mean? She don't say nothing to him, she dip out. So I guess that's what triggered him to say something to bro again. So he over there talking to the nigga. So we all seen him like, yo, he about to go talk to him. He about to go talk to the dude for Richmond. Like, he called us two homeboys. I'm like, I'm Dolo. It's just me. My other homeboys, they know the count. But like, I wasn't gonna bring a bunch of dudes, but the dude for Richmond called us two homeboys. You know what I mean? So they all right there. Another nigga pull up. They like, what's up? They like, yo, he about to go say something to him. I'm like, man, all right. So we watching the joint. Word, they talking. You know what I mean? New York dude, Thomas like, he's saying something to him. Next thing you know, you see the dude that's getting the back. He just swung on him. Bow! He caught him, but the jump was like this. That joint ain't do nothing. That joint was like, New York was like, man, New York start going at him. This is my word, dude, trying to run and duck at the same time. And as soon as he do that shit, dude from Richmond grabbed his ass. Man, when he grabbed him, he pushed the nigga in the handicap. It was like the perfect grab because he went at the dude. He went at the dude, but he grabbed him, he pushed him in the handicap. And when he pushed him in the handicap, man, I looked. Man, this is my word. Richmond dudes was on his ass. They was on him. I looked up. I seen the nigga that stole on him. The nigga that get in the pack. He went back in there. So now it's a 3-on-1 on his ass. I'm looking at like, oh shit, they fucking New York up. When I see New York ball up, that's when I knew it was over with. They just start beating him. Boom, 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 boom. They start beating his ass. I'm in the joint. I could have went in and put some work in, but I didn't have to. I didn't have to, y'all. I promise you, they was kicking his ass, y'all. So boom, they whooped his ass. Long story short, they whooped this motherfucking ass. They whooped him. They whooped him to the point where the nigga that's sleeping in the handicap was like, man, get this nigga out my cell. Get this nigga out my cell. They had to drag New York out the cell. So when nigga get him right, they get him to his cell. New York come out the cell. He come out the cell. He all bloody, beat up. He got down like, yo, what's up? Round two, he all fucked up. Niggas like, yo, man, this nigga wild. Nigga like a real Terminator. Nigga like, yo, what's up? Who next? Yo, what's up? He still like, I'm like, nigga, like, you fucked up, bro. You wildin'. Next thing you know, you see dude, girl. You see two sergeants. You see the dude, girl, two COs, and a sergeant coming in. They come in the joint. She like, him right there. He was like, yo, son. That nigga was swinging in the air like Trey from Boys in the Hood. That nigga was like, yo, son, this is Trey. They grabbed him like, boom. They put him. He's like, what happened to you? He was like, yo, son. Yeah, son. Yeah, it ain't enough. He was just talking gibberish. He was like, ain't enough for us, son. Yeah, he was like, man, chill out, man. She was like, it was him. If it was anything, it was him. She was like, he keep fucking flirting with me. She went in. I was like, oh my God. She was like, he keeps flirting with me. He's disrespectful. He don't belong over here. My word. He was like, yo, come on. They didn't handcuff him. They was like, yo, come on. He was like, come on. So they took him out. And they walked him to medical, man. That's my word. He went to medical. I was like, yes. They took him to medical, man. And he was out of there, man. They came back and they packed this shit. So the lady came and told bro, I found this out later. They was like, yo, the lady came back and told bro, she gonna make sure that nigga don't come back to this building. So I guess they took him to medical, got him right, fixed him up, and put him in the hole. So he didn't stay in the hole long. He got out the hole immediately. But they put him on the other side of the yard purposely. You know what I mean? So he was away on the other side of the yard. Unless he was gonna try some James Bond stuff, he couldn't get to where we was at. You know what I mean? So he wasn't even out long. So I guess he saw the lady. Man, he saw the lady. They say he spazzed out on the lady. They say he was about to, man, they say he was spazzed out on the lady. They say he called that lady so many B words. Man, they was like, man, the police came in that junk, handcuffed him, man. They say he called a threatening case. He called all that shit, man. They took him to the Bing and shipped him. He got shipped after that shit, man. But like, some people just can't handle Lawrenceville. This is another story of somebody that thought Lawrenceville was something else, and it's not, man. Like, Lawrenceville laid back, getting money. It's not a place for goons. Every goon that I seen come there never stayed in Lawrenceville long, period, man. So, like, I felt bad for New York, man. Like, he got his ass whooped at the end, you know what I mean? But I just wish it wouldn't have to go to that, man. But, like, for real, man, he was just doing too much, man. We never seen him no more after he got transferred, man. It was a wrap for him, man. But dude that was in our block, he kept getting some money, man, for a while. And his play finally was over with, and he got transferred, man. He got away with it though. He didn't get shipped for the package or nothing. He just got transferred. You know what I mean? But that jump was a crazy situation, y'all. That's the end of the story. I appreciate y'all for watching another Intercar Chronicles, man. Please, y'all, like, share, and subscribe this jump for me, man. Turn it up. Let's get it. Get it. And stay out the way, man. Y'all already know what to do, man. Your family needs you out here, man. We can't be in jail on our life away, man. We got to be out here for our family, man. period. But y'all already know what it is, man. Stay y'all ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes.